Okay, we're going to do the 1979 tops. And probably I will not go beyond 80. So, started off here with the Ozzie Smith card, which is his rookie. They say that the toughest part of this card is getting it centered. Nobody has it centered. There's not many out there, and they get them graded, and not many have come out as a 10, but that's as good as it gets for me. There's a league leader card with Nolan Ryan, J.R. Richard. J.R. Richard ended up having a stroke the next year. Joe Morgan All-Star. All these guys are Hall of Fame. Paul Molitor, Brewers. Steve Carlton of the Phillies. Carlton was still doing pretty good. He had 23 wins and 77, 16, and 78. So he was still pretty good. Dave Winfield. Dennis Eckersley. He was a starter back then. Willie Stargell. Robin Yount. Tom Seaver. And the second best card of the set behind Ozzie Smith is Nolan Ryan. Very cool card of him. Okay. Still going all Hall of Famers here. There's Don Sutton. Good looking cards. Nice color. Johnny Bench. Oops, non-Hall of Famer Pete Rose. Oh, that was his hitting streak from 78. I believe it was 44 games. I remember watching the game that he was stopped, and I believe the Braves' Gene Garber stopped him. And it doesn't say. Very sure it was. He was a sidearm pitcher. Willie McCovey. Oh, getting back to the Pete Rose card, it was Gene Garber. I remember after the game, Rose said that Garber was pitching like it was the 7th game of the World Series. So he was pretty ticked that his hitting streak was over. Anyway, just something, little tidbit that I remember. Goose Gossage. Second year Jack Morris card. Rod Carew. My favorite hitters from the 70s. Yeah, in 77, I don't know if you read that. He hit 388. That's unbelievable. That is close to 400. Here's a Braves team card with Bobby Cox's first run with the Braves. And I think he went to Toronto. ended up back in the Braves, managing them during the 90s run that they had. There's the last card of Thurman Munson. Died in a plane crash. Carl Yastrzemski. Munson's not a Hall of Famer. Back to all Hall of Famers again. George Brett, great player. Jim Palmer. Cool card of Andre Dawson. Love the Expos colors. Second year card of Alan Trammell. Raleigh Fingers. Won 3 World Series with the A's. Jim Rice. There's a couple all-time record holders that I pulled for home runs. People that are upset at your Bonds and your McGuire and Sosa still believe that these two guys are the 2 legitimate home run record holders to this day. But the records say no. But anyway. And here's strikeout leaders. And Nolan Ryan wasn't done because he ended up with 5,700 for the career. He was a season leader there at what, 383? Yep, 383. Look at that. Walter Johnson, 3,500. Of course, Randy Johnson passed that. Steve Carlton passed that. Clemens did. And Nolan Ryan, of course, ended up with 57 and change, which will not be broken. Pitchers just don't pitch long enough. They're only asked to go 5 innings, 6, 7 at the very most. Tony Perez during Expos time. Gary Carter. Fergie Jenkins. Mike Schmidt. Eddie Murray, second year card. Pete Rose. Lou Brock. That was his last card. His last Topps card. Catfish Hunter. 1 World Series and 3 in Oakland, and did he win 2 in New York? Let's see. Yes. So he won 5 at that point. Pudge, Carlton Fisk. Reggie Jackson. Same thing as Hunter. Won 3 with Oakland, 2 with New York. 5-time World Series champion. And here's one of the prospects cards I pulled. Pedro Guerrero rookie card. He ended up being a pretty good player for a long time. Probably not going to get in the Hall of Fame, but nonetheless a good ball player. Okay, that's it for 79 Topps. We're going to feature 1980 next. I'm not going to go past that. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go back to the 50s and 60s. And still have some 70s to do also. So hit the like button, subscribe, and make a comment if you want. And we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.